name is Shishir. I am a working journalist for last 27 years. I am presently working as associate editor with the Hindu Business Line, a publication from the Hindu Group. I basically look after macroeconomic policies and the taxation, with GST is much closer to me as a topic to write about that. Coming to this conference, I was slightly worried that what kind of things I'm going to talk, and especially talking about economics and hard economics and especially the macroeconomics is something very difficult. But when I entered the hall and when I started talking, it really gave me a different kind of energy because the students were very much enthused to listen. They were asking the questions and they were also responding to my question. So it becomes a kind of what we call as a dialogue rather than a monologue, which I really enjoyed. So I must thank the organizer, the JCC, and of course all the students for giving me an opportunity to talk about the topic, which is current global economic situation. And if I give some details about the current economic scenario at the global level, it is very, very challenging because all the major economies, whether we talk about United States, whether we talk about United Kingdom, whether we talk about China or any other countries in the Europe or in Latin America, they are having tough time. The other concern most of the economies are facing is the inflation, very high inflation. India is not an exception to that. India is also facing very high inflation. And inflation is also called as the poor's man tax. Why we call it the poor's man tax? Because people are having lower income. They have to spend more on purchasing the goods. That affects their purchasing capacity. That also affects the consumption pattern. So from the virtuous cycle, we enter into the vicious cycle because of the higher inflation. That means there will be lesser consumption, lesser production, lesser employment, lesser income, and that cycle will continue, and that cycle will going to affect the entire economy. The other thing is that any country cannot think alone. It cannot be separated from other. So development in one economy is going to impact the other economies also. Like if we have recession in United Kingdom or if we have mild recession in United States, India will also be affected. And one of the evidence which we got from that is that when the export numbers, which came out just a day before yesterday on 15th of October, 15th of November, I beg your pardon, it went down for the first time in the fiscal year. So that is the kind of impact we are seeing because of the global slowdown. The only good thing about India is that Indian economy is slightly better placed than other economies. We are not having what we call as a recession. We are not having inflation at the level which is going to impact consumption in bigger way. Of course, any inflation above the 4% is not something which RBI or the monetary policy would like, or any inflation above 4% will have some good impact on the consumer. But still, we are not in the situation what the United States is facing. So the coming, if we talk about the coming 2 to 3 years, things will be really, really challenging. And if Indian economy grows at 6.5% or 6.8%, our effort should be to make it the inclusive growth, because growth without inclusivity will have no meaning. So global challenges will be there, domestic challenges will be there, but we have to find a way, and then only this growth will have some meaning for a common citizen, for a common man. So thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to talk about this.